the dreaded chattering door. I hate that when that happens. See that? And what you can do, you look on your strike plate, and if you have the right type of strike plate, see that one? It's kind of hard to see it, but there's a tab. There's a tab in there, right there. It's attached onto here and it returns over that way. That's how you adjust that. And in order to do that, I've got a little Phillips screwdriver. That's all I'm going to use. Well, and a pair of pliers. My trusty pair of pliers here too. That's it. All I'm going to do is unscrew this. This door has been bothering me for the last few nights. I've had the window open, and at night this thing kind of chatters every once in a while. Now, gently loosen that up. Sometimes these are painted in, so you have to be careful when you take that out. This one came out nice and easy. Some don't. So you got to be careful with that, because the last thing you want is to just jerk that off and have it rip your wood here or rip the paint off or whatever. You see that tab on there? There's that tab. So I'm going to hold it and see, it's almost straight. So I know it hasn't been adjusted before. See how straight that is? Coming back this way. I'm going to bend that so it's at a slight angle. Okay? That's why I'm going to grab this with my pliers. I'm going to kind of hold this in my hand like that. And I have to make a judgment as to how much to bend it over. I got to hold it. Man, this one's going hard too. So I gotta maybe hold it right like this. Okay. Can you see how it's kind of at an angle just a little bit now? See how it's sort of sticking out? And that might be enough, just that. Okay, I don't know exactly how far to do it. And so it's just a trial and error. You do it once and screw this back in there. Now that looks nice and tight. It's probably going to hold without the bottom screw, but I'm going to go ahead and put it in there anyways, just in case when I close the door that this thing kind of shifts out just a hair and I think it's fixed, when in fact it's really not. Okay, now let's try it now. It's still chattering. So it's not chattering as much, I can tell. And so I'm going to have to just bend the bajunior out of it. A little bit more. And there's more bending to it. It's just kind of hard, man. My hand is already getting kind of red from this. This is pretty stout. So, you know, what I used to do is take this in here and reach under it with a little screwdriver and try to bend it out at the bottom and at the top. But then you kind of tweak the sides and you still have a little bow in the middle of that. It's best to take it out all the way. And you know, I could maybe set this on the ground and take a hammer to it and tap it. But I'm gonna try to bend it one more time here. If I can. There it goes. I felt it that time. Let's see how far that is now. See that? I think that's going to be enough. I'm gonna give it one more hair of a go here. And you'll be able to tell. Last thing I want to do is do it too much, but although if I do it too much and if it doesn't close properly, I can always bend that back. Okay? A few minutes of your time to get that chattering out there is worth the whole nights of rest, let me tell you. Okay. See, now that's at an angle that's creating no gap there at all. Let's see what happens. Now you hear that other noise, the thong. That's because this door is not perfectly straight, but there's no gap here, right here at all. Now see, when I close it like that, it should be last all the way, but if I pull on it, hear it click, that means this is pushed over just a hair too far. And you really can't take a hammer or something and hit here. I mean, I've done that before, but then you could mark up your door stop. Okay, so yeah, am I going to take it out again? The amount of time I've asked that question, I've already got it out, don't I? Okay. You gotta have fun with your videos once in a while, and that's what I try to do. Okay, let's see here how I'm gonna do that. See, it's gonna be hard to kind of bend it the same way. Now I've got to take it and bend it back. Okay, I did it just a hair. Let's try it again. It's just back and forth you go. Where you stop, you will know. Because if you don't get it, and if it's clicking like that, then maybe your door is not latched tight enough, especially if you have a keyed lock on it. You've got a little edge on your latch, let's say. This one doesn't. This is like a privacy type lock. It's not a keyed door. If it was a keyed door, the latch, the side latch would be different. Look at that. Can you believe that? I did it just a hair too much, and I guess I've just 4 times is the charm. I thought 3 was. I thought 3 was. It's just kind of hard to gauge sometimes. It's a lot better, isn't it? Now, another thing you could do when you get this adjusted just about right, let's say, and if you still, the door bothers you, let's say the door bothers you when when the wood door hits the side of the wood door stop. You could get some little felt bumpers. They have little round bumpers you can put on the side of the doorstop, top, middle, bottom, and they will silence your door down that way too. Now, if you have your door adjusted exactly right, let's say, and then you put those door silencers on, you can get those in felt, brown felt, white felt, or you can even get the little clear buttons, you know, different thicknesses. Then you're going to have to adjust this again. I'm calling that good. See, there's no slop here at all. And what you're hearing is the door. See, you're hearing the door up here at the top. See, the door is closed now. See that? That's what you're hearing. You would not hear that if you put a little bumper up there. You put the bumper on the side right there. You wouldn't see it. When the door closes, that softens that. It wouldn't do that at all. And you could do that one at the bottom. And I could do that just with this door just there and not worry about the middle at all. So there's lots of things you can do with door silencers. Now, if you were wondering what I was talking about on the door latch, you see this latch? This is just one continuous piece. The keyed entrances has this other little nib here that when you push it in, when you push that in, then you can't push the latch in all the way. And if you had that case, and then if this door closed, you can see how it's important that it latches exactly right, and you only want this part to latch in there, not the little slide goodie. I've seen sometimes where the slide goodie slips into the strike plate, and if you do that, then you can push this. Then you can push this in all the way, and you can open it with a credit card on the back side, on this side right here. You could take a credit card to that, even if that door had a keyed lock. If the little latch, if that small outside pin is not fitting on this side, if it's pushed in, you see, then you would have to adjust this again for that. Enough of that. You know, it was supposed to only be a video of fixing a chattering door, and I think I've done that. No slop there at all now, see there? Now the bottom of the door is making that, the top of the door is making that, so next time I'm at the store, if I want to get a felt bumper or just one of the clear bumpers, I can put up there and see, I can take up the slop of that. I don't even have to adjust the latch now, do I? Because see, at the latch, this is tight. Down here at the bottom, see, I can push on the door a little bit and it flexes, and it's, you can see the gap there. So I could put a felt bumper right down there, and I can put one up there, and I can leave this latch alone. There you go. Fixed.